Give her lots of water. Looks really dry. You've got some perlite in there. That soil looks really rocky and sandy. He is in Arizona. It's curling up at night. It could be cold. Um, Nutrient, maybe. Oh, it could be too hot. Yeah, it could be too hot. That could have been at 12 in the afternoon when plants normally do that. Um, and so just keeping it watered in the middle of the day is crucial. Thanks, Adrian. We've got Scott in Sarasota. He took a picture of his tree here. And hey, the seedlings, they're doing great. And he ordered 10 free trees with a starter kit. Um, Still can't believe this is happening. Like, we've got thousands of trees that are going out. Uncle Bob is just in there busting orders out right now. So we've got our friend Tori. We just hired her and her husband. Um, they live down the street from here. They're neighbors of ours, and they literally they've been helping us for the past couple weeks. We got the farm cats coming, and they have a little homestead right down the street from here, and they've been helping us organize products. It's our first employees essentially. So thank you everybody for sticking with us through the years, and especially now in these times as everyone is trying to get Moringa for their health and benefits and wellness. Hey, Gandhi. And helping us get to the point where we can now hire others, and the business is expanding so fast that we're in need of help, and we're training. So thank you for being patient as we get all the answers out. So um, Scott in Sarasota says, hey, the seedlings that you have given are doing great, but I noticed some leaves tacoing in the evenings. Same thing. Do you have any idea? It could be the cold. It's been cold the last couple days. These are tropical trees. Looks like also too, his leaves are looking a little spotty. Moringa TNA. His leaves are looking a little spotty. See that? I like to say pop lower leaves off. I'll just take like yellow leaves and I'll just take them off a little bit. If this was yellowing, I would take that off. You can take that off, especially like if you see the worms, those little wiggly worms. So you can just kind of like pop those lower leaves off if they're yellowing. They're going to fall off anyways. They're going to be more susceptible to pests and bugs, worms or aphids. Pop those lowering yellow leaves off and put them somewhere else to compost. Don't put them in the pot because that's where the bugs are going to be. Keep a little bit of mulch on top, away from the stem. You don't want mulch up against the stem. It may rob the stem of nitrogen. It may cause it to thin out. I can actually see a little bit of thinning, in that stem right there, because maybe the mulch was a little bit too close to the stem there, so we keep it away. And you can regularly just pop that top, just pop this top right off. If it gets too tall and lanky, if the leaves don't look good at any time, just pop it, it'll split. Anytime, just pop it, it'll split. And that's how you get a short bushy tree. And so Scott is asking, what do you think it is that they're tacoing? And it could be, the cold weather, could be nutrient. It looks also too, like in Sandy, he's got a little bit of wood chips. I don't know if that's pine. I hope that's not pine. You don't want to use really pine. Pine has an allele in it that prevents growth. It has an anti-growth hormone naturally in the tree. It's one of the oldest trees in the world. It's why when you see a pine forest, it's only a pine forest, because it doesn't allow other things to grow, which is why pine is great for pathways. But make sure it's just like a little bit of oak mulch. Hey, says that there's some new growth, so that's great news, Scott. Anytime you can pop the top and it'll split and it'll get more bushy. Um, I regularly have trees that are just like sticks. You know, we'll go around eventually and show you the nursery one day and show you how the trees, we just pop them off regularly. If any time there's too much yellowing or there's too much rain, the leaves yellow out, we'll just pop it off, especially in this environment in the pot. Um, when they get in the ground and they get real big, I mean, they'll stay green and big for a long time. Okay, so we have another question here. Probin in Palmetto, Florida is asking for some professional help. So just email me, Pravin, if you have any professional questions, logistics, site plans. I'm an architect, so just I can understand any question that you may have about placing trees, especially how to build a food forest. I'm also a permaculture designer. I have a certified permaculture certified, what is it, PDC, permaculture design certification. And I haven't really used that other than my own practices that I do every day. And in the business, we're looking into using other materials other than plastic. At least we use recycled plastic. This is recycled plastic, and it ships really easy. And so when you get the 10 free trees, you're also getting the cones, and you're also getting seeds inside there. So if something happens to the trees, just know that you have seeds and pots, and you can also try it again. And that's the key, is if at first you don't succeed,